Bring together these ingredients of joy and laughter, so we can make this love dish. We can make this love dish.
Hi everyone, I'm K.S. Lewis with Love Dish, where each week we infuse the richness of love and relationships with the goodness of great food. Tonight I have some phenomenal guests. Power couple Terrell the artist and Reggie Lee, R&B singers who are coming with all kinds of goodness, grace, mercy, and so on. They're gonna cook a phenomenal dish of fettuccine alfredo and I can't wait. Come right back on Love Dish. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to Love Dish, guys. I'm so glad you're here. And I have a little apron for you because, you know, we're going to be in the kitchen moving and grooving today. So I'll make sure that each of you get one.
Thank you.
If you just want to put that little nifty friend on.
Let me see if I can fit it over my head.
Right.
His head a little big.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I got it.
This is nice.
Ooh.
I
don't want anybody to get dirty. So we're going to get all that going, and then we're going to talk for just a second about, you know, all the wonderful things you have going on.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi everyone, I am Mr. Brian Lamont.
I am a wardrobe stylist, personal shopper, and media personality. You can find me at almost every single fashion, networking, or entertainment event that you can name. Catch me on all social media platforms at Mr. Brian Lamont. Until next time, peace.
Welcome back. I'm K.S. Lewis with Love Dish with my wonderful guests for tonight, Terrell the artist and Reggie Lee.
Hey.
Hello, how you doing?
First of all, let's cheers because I'm so glad that I was able to get you guys
Yes,
over
good to meet you
here.
too. Cheers.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you for having us.
You gotta
Now we gotta take a little sip when you cheers. So I know we're gonna get into your dish, but let's talk just a little bit about you guys and to be able to tell the audience just a little bit about you. Like, I know both of you are singing, but let's talk a little bit about that journey.
You want me to
Either
go first
one,
about
either
our
one.
singing journey?
Yes.
Well, our singing journey, when we met, we discovered that we both had a love for music and that we both have toured and did some big things. So you know how it is sometimes when you meet somebody and they sing too.
Yes.
It's like, oh Lord.
Right.
But we actually have a great singing relationship. We know when it's time to shut up. We know when we don't sing all day in the house.
So
Well, he does, but together we don't do that. If he's
So
singing
you
too
know
much,
the
I
ebb and
pull
flow
back.
of one another.
But yeah, so we definitely decided to do music together because we knew that people would love it because we have two different type of voices and textures and things like that. So we want to give it to people. Yeah, so we do sing a lot together.
And so, but both of you have had like a really varied experience as far as music is concerned. And so talk a little bit, like you were talking earlier about like some of your experiences.
Yes. I have the honor of singing with singing for President Obama and Michelle Obama.
Our forever president.
Oh my gosh,
First lady.
yes.
Like
Yes.
that doesn't change.
Yes.
That's
Never,
right?
ever, for never, ever. They were absolutely amazing. I remember singing in front of just a lot of people during their first term, and it was just a phenomenal experience. And so, you know, growing up and just having that love for music and meeting somebody, and not only meeting but falling in love with somebody who has that same love of music that I do, it's indescribable.
I believe it. I wish I could sing right now, so I could maybe maybe you'll come if I sing
group,
those little notes
Yes,
out there.
yes,
you know,
definitely.
I'm just joking. And what about your experience?
My experience, I started in church. Like
Most people start in church and get drugged to the choir, the young adult choir, the young youth choir, and young adult choir.
And I was like the lead singer there. And then when I got older, I started taking music and singing professionally. And I did some competitions. I auditioned for American Idol and Sunday Best. And I went on tour with Lonnie B.
Yes.
And
we love Lonnie B.
Oh, okay. Shout out.
Shout out.
But yeah, I've done a lot of things. I have 2 EPs.
Yes.
So I recorded music as well.
Yes.
I had album releases and things like that. You know what singers do.
Listen,
so I like to use my gift.
Yes.
I like to
I
use
wish
my
I
gift.
could come and sing with y'all.
Yes.
I love music. I love music.
Get a little
so.
Gladys Knight in the pit.
Wait a
A little
minute.
Gladys
Wait,
Knight
what you
in
trying
the
to say?
pit.
I was thinking Tamia.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Tamia doesn't have background singers. You know,
that's
Gladys Knight had the
true.
guys as
That's
a backup
so true.
singer.
That's true. Okay, all
So we
right,
love
all right. I'll
Tamia
take
now.
that.
Yes, definitely.
Well, I love how you said, you know, you're singing and you're just kind of doing your thing, and then you found someone that loved you. You found a love that loved the same things that you do. So tell me, or tell us, how you all met and how you knew that you were each other's person. Have you heard that phrase before? Like,
Each
that's my
other's person.
person.
If you're in that, it's funny that you mentioned that because I guess everybody's like, you know when that person's your person when it's so, in love and all the good times. But I knew that he was my person when we had our first disagreement.
Okay.
And instead of a typical person who walks away like, I ain't dealing with this, you pay your ass. It was like, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. You're going to stay. You're going to work this out. You're jumping to conclusions right now, but that's not how I am. And if we're going to be together for a long time and I'm with you and you're with me and we're for each other, we have to work it out. And that's why when I got to myself, I was like, any other person would have been like, Reggie, go ahead. You see them rocks, go ahead and kick them.
Right.
So it was like he's the one. He doesn't let me get away so easily. Yeah. So.
It's like that light bulb moment. Like,
definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And what about for you?
For my experience, how did I know that he was my one?
Yes.
Tell us.
Because not our first argument, but just our first conversation.
Okay.
I am very blunt and straightforward. He is kind of sweet but still firm. But you can't be in a relationship with somebody who's just the same as you.
That's so true.
So meeting him, I knew that he will be the yin to my yang.
Oh.
Just the things that he loved, just his personality, just the sweetness. Because I need sweet, because sometimes I'm sour.
Right.
So
or spicy, maybe.
Or he's all the way sour. He's sour.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I knew that he was my one when, I just really got into him. Sometimes when you meet people, you just rush into things.
Yes,
We took our time to get to know each other so that when an issue comes, like he said, it wasn't you just walk away, because that's the easy way out.
Definitely.
We talk about it and we get through it together.
I love
That's
that.
why we're the power couple.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. Strong in here.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I want us to dig into the dish and go ahead and get started. So tell us about what you're cooking today and why it's your signature dish.
Chicken Alfredo, only because Big Man loves chicken Alfredo. He tears it up. He's like, yes.
Anything with noodles.
Yes, because he is the type that if you don't like something, he gonna say it. And if he like it, he really gonna say it.
Okay.
First time I made it for him, he was like, boo! This is good. I said, I can tell. He said, how? I said, because there ain't nothing on your plate.
Right.
He tore it up. So
then he made biscuits and
yes,
everything.
and
he served me, and he had sweet potato pie. He's just dope.
Wait a minute now.
I'm not faking. I'm telling you.
Did you bring some of the biscuits and the pie today?
No, I did not. But I got a couple in the car. I can pop out.
Okay, we back on good terms then, Oh, but I love chicken and fettuccine Alfredo. It's an easy dish.
Yes,
it's something that can be done weeknight. If you're really busy, you come home, throw it right onto the stove, and it's done in like 30 minutes.
Yes.
So let's get started. We're gonna take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll be moving with the
All
pies.
right, let's get the cooking, bro. You get the cooking. I'll help you.
Please do. We'll be right back.
For the novelty.
Welcome back. Just like I said, we're going to get started with this great fettuccine chicken Alfredo dish tonight. So tell us what we have.
Alrighty, so we already, typically T and I, we have very busy schedules. So when, when he gets home, he's ready to eat. I can throw up something that's quick, a nice full hearty meal. So I do usually a pre-cooked chicken breast.
Okay.
So that way I can just throw it on the stove, season it, everything like that. We have our fettuccine noodles, Parmesan cheese, shredded cheese, because he likes to throw everything in there.
Like a little variety.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know, and as the option, because I'm not really heavy on veggies, but I know he likes his veggies, so we have a little bit of everything here: mushrooms, pepper, tomatoes, all of the good stuff, and also the seasoning. So once we do that, everything comes right together.
And you could probably, so for someone who might be vegetarian, outside of the chicken, they could just throw in whatever vegetable. So maybe squash or zucchini, mushrooms, spinach even, broccoli.
Yes.
Right.
Give it a little bit of nice tender flavor.
Yes. Okay, I love it. I love it.
And of course we have our olive oil here, our sauce, different things like that, because this is going to be the main flavor here. So,
and it's a pre-prepared sauce, right?
I like it extra saucy.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
So saucy.
So I'm just going to go ahead, and we already have the things on the boiler, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit of this.
Okay.
Ugh. I just typically break this in half.
Yes.
Oh, it's hot.
You felt that?
I felt the
I literally felt that.
I felt the hotness. I didn't even feel
And so about how long do you boil the fettuccine?
Typically I try to do between about 20 minutes.
Okay.
All
right.
And I think that's enough.
But really it's just until it's al dente, so it's right. Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
All right.
And then I am going to take a little bit of this chicken right here.
And I can hold this for you.
Ooh, thank you.
I'm sitting here just looking.
Or
I'm
maybe
supposed
I
to
should
be.
help, right?
Come on, let's do it together.
Yeah.
Hold together.
Give a little chicken.
Hey, chicken.
Put it in the chicken.
I think that because he likes extra chicken in here.
Yes, give a little extra.
You're right, I am.
Give a little extra.
Yes.
I love it.
I can help to do
And
this.
so I really love like seafood and stuff. So I can see using like shrimp or maybe if you want to sear a little salmon even.
Oh my gosh.
That would be.
That is delicious.
Try the salmon.
Yeah.
Try the salmon. I think it would be wonderful.
Alfredo with chicken, but I haven't had the salmon before.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Put that on the list.
I am. I'm gonna put that right on that
See,
list.
I'm helping.
Yes. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of butter.
Okay.
Right here. And thank you. So that way, this is what's gonna give that nice little flavor. Ooh. There we
I
are.
wants to stay.
Yes. Just put a little bit more.
Let me hold it for you.
Thank you, baby.
There we go.
Thank you. So.
And just for our viewers out there, our hands are all clean, so please don't come for me.
We wash our hands.
We wash our hands. This is a very sanitary environment. So serve safe professionals and everything, we got you covered.
Yes. And so I'm just gonna go and put this right here.
And you put that on what? Maybe low to medium? Well,
yeah, probably about medium. Ooh,
that's the back one.
My bad, baby.
That's the back one.
I put that on probably about medium right there.
So those with a gas stove, medium, or really any stove, medium, low to medium.
This is when it gets really, really fun, because I love me some seasonings. So we got some pepper here, some Himalayan salt, the pink stuff, that's beautiful.
I like the Himalayan salt because I feel like even though it's still salt, it might be a little bit better for me, you know?
That's true.
The Himalayan make you feel just a little bit better.
First it makes me feel like I'm traveling. And I'm cultured.
Okay.
Because it's Himalayan.
Okay.
And then second, it's pink. So I'm not like a huge pink fan, but it's not, you know, it's not the regular sea salt.
Himalayan, because I don't cook, so I don't.
They say it's a little better for you, so we'll see.
We're gonna see.
Ooh, yes, we're finna find out today. So we're gonna take a little bit.
Then you're gonna add the seasoning salt too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, Himalayan.
That's the real culture right there. Put a little bit of seasoning salt on that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Put a little, what you want, baby? Pepper?
Yeah, a little pepper. A little pepper.
Let me see. Ooh, this is
we got the little pepper grinder. So you could really use any pepper, but I like the fresh grinder. I don't know. I just like the taste of a fresh pepper.
Yes.
Ooh, a nice little garlic powder.
I love garlic.
Salt, pepper, garlic powder.
Yes.
What else you need? You need this onion powder too?
We can throw that in there.
Oh,
all a nice little happy little day over here.
I'm slacking on my job here.
No, it's fine.
Well, I must be fine for mine. Because I ain't help. Can I put a little bit?
You sure can. Ooh, you can throw a little bit of Italian seasoning.
Did you put this on there already?
Mom said no, I did not.
Okay, well,
here we go.
I gotta help, man.
Yes, baby, come on.
See, I can get the thing open.
Let's do it together.
Let's do it together.
We're gonna dance.
Tell me when it's enough.
Oh, it's been enough, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. And what is this? Yeah, I think we added that. So it should be starting to sizzle a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna stir that in.
Oh,
See?
came on with the
I know, Lord Jesus, my bad.
All right. So while that's going, I'm gonna ask some more questions.
Yeah.
So I love how we were talking about just how you all decided that you were each other's person. But so we live in the Washington metro area, and how do you feel the culture of acceptance in the DMV is currently?
I
know that's kind of like a deep question, but
I know I had to think. Well, what I can say is it hasn't always been like that.
Okay.
Because I'm 32. Reggie is 24.
Look at you looking young at 32.
Thank you.
I can tell you how old.
Yeah.
I'm 32.
I could be your fine aunt.
Yes, you could. Fine aunt. You're right about that. Fine
There you
aunt.
go.
You're snatched and I see.
Ain't she
Right
happy,
on. Yes. But it hasn't always been like that in the world, period. Not just in the DMV, but I probably came out when I was like 19 years old, so I was that guy who had a girlfriend, was actually engaged to a female, and all of those things. So now to be able to be
free, to be you,
not in the closet, not in the basement, nowhere, and be able to say this is the person who I am in love with. And this is the first time, you know, that I ever did anything like this where I put it on that platform, especially singing gospel music. You get judged by that, but I can't be constricted from who I love. So it's great. It's great. I'll walk down the street with holding his hand, you know, and still let them know I'm gonna protect them at the same time. So don't even play.
Don't play.
Don't
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. I'm gonna turn your pot down just a little tiny bit. I love it. And what about you? How do you feel about the acceptance level?
I think a lot of it has to do with your emotional and mental stability. Just making sure that you're able to handle yourself after you take that moment to come out to the world. Everybody's worried about everybody's opinions and all this other stuff, but I think the important thing is, what is your opinion about yourself? How do you feel when you go to sleep? Because you can have all these friends who's like, come out, I came out last year, my family loved it, but at the end of the day, when you wake up in the morning after you go to sleep, you have to look at yourself and say, well, how do I feel about me? And it's all about self-empowerment and coming out to yourself, because if you can get past you, and a lot of times people say you are in the way of your own blessings, or you are the only person that can change you, you have to be okay with yourself, and everybody else can follow us because they don't have a heaven or hell to put you in.
Oh, you are preaching on today.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, we are going to take a quick break and be right back. We're going to continue to talk about your relationship. We're going to continue talking about your experience.
We're going to have to refill this
we're going to have
so
to
I can really get into it because mine is gone.
Oh, see. Yeah, we're going to refill our glasses too. And we're going to continue on with the meal. So be right back with Love Dish. All right, welcome back to Love Dish. We are back, and this meal is really coming together, guys.
Smelling good.
It's smelling real good.
Yes.
Hey.
And it's because you all help with the seasonings. You know, a lot of people think that when you make chicken Alfredo, that you just have to stick to the usual salt, pepper, and the green stuff. Me, I like to throw a lot of everything in there. So a fun little trick that I've learned is to put a little bit of honey in it to kind of caramelize the chicken, and just a tad bit of honey in the Alfredo sauce to kind of give it a nice little tang. And also we did a little bit of pepper, butter, of course. I actually added some Parmesan cheese in there to give it a little bit of cheesy flavor. The Italian seasoning, seasoned salt, garlic powder, those typical things that you do. But I'm telling you, that honey is definitely
the honey is the key. The honey is the key.
Yes.
And you had a little taste. I didn't get the taste yet, so
it's coming along very well.
It's gonna be bomb. It's gonna be bomb.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna bring it all together, but you've already kind of got the sauce going.
Yes.
So again, it was a pre-prepared sauce, and you just added a few things to it. You added some, I think, parsley. A little black pepper.
Yes, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of that honey, and also some seasoned salt.
But really, people can just use their favorite sauce. What do you think?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, listen, I want to ask a couple more things. So, how do you guys are super busy. You sing. You are in the kitchen cooking and doing all kinds of things. Plus, you're nurturing your relationship. How do you balance the career as an artist along with, the being partners at home?
I will say that it's always good to have us time, and that is anywhere we are. And it could even be, you know, riding in the car. You know, we work crazy shifts. I work till 11 p.m. He gets off. When he goes in the morning, I'm still at home, so we rarely see each other. But at night, we make sure that we spend that quality time together before each of us goes to sleep. So it's like, hey, how was your day? We check in with each other. We have debriefs. What was your roadblocks up today? Was some successes that you had? But we don't necessarily go about it that way. It's like, boy, let me tell you, the girl tried me today at work. But, you know.
It comes in the form of some TV and
yes,
I got you.
Definitely. And it always ends with the, you know, good night, I love you, I'm happy we had this conversation. And, you know, now it being even more of a family, yesterday we went ahead and adopted a puppy from the Humane Society.
Oh my God.
So Pepper is her name. So that's Salt, I'm Sugar, and dog is Pepper. Yes.
Salt, Sugar, and Pepper.
Yes.
I love it. I'll be Cayenne.
Oh, yes.
So you can add to the family.
I can add to the family.
Yes. So it's just a lot of, you know, communication and, you know, us loving on each other, because, you know, we talk about our different love languages. And, you know, me, I'm words of affirmation and physical affection. And T is more, I would say, quality time, you know, physical affection and words of affirmation. So we just have to make sure that we give each other that all the time, not on purpose, but just knowing each other. It's like, you know, you look beautiful today. Every day, it never fails. I'll be in the mirror looking a mess, and he'd be like, damn, look at him. And I'll be like, oh.
But
love that.
he makes sure that we get that time.
That's awesome.
Because I also sing and also work a full-time job, and I also have my own modeling company.
Okay, so you are busy.
So I'm extremely busy. So sometimes he'd be like, T, like we've been at rehearsals, we've been doing this, like we gotta sit down and watch a movie or something, because I'm a perfectionist. I think when I'm here right now, I'm probably thinking about what I have to do when I leave. I'm telling you, but I like to stay busy. But Reggie is the type of companion, he's gonna make sure that he get his time.
I love that. And I love the fact that you mentioned having basically like something that kind of, you know, signifies who you are as a person individually that you can bring into the relationship. Because love languages, you know, we're not necessarily, you know, saying that people have to subscribe to that assessment rather, but it's a really good one to kind of let you know who you are and what you like. So, and I like quality time.
Oh yes. So you know what I mean.
Yes. So if you could tell your life story in 3 words, what would they be?
Our life story?
Let's individual and then together.
Let me think. My life story in 3 words.
3 words.
Ups, downs, positivity.
I love it.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I think if I were to describe my life in 3 words, and I just was telling myself this, waking up this morning, be a light. You know, that's the one thing that you notice in a room full of darkness. You always notice that one piece of light. And it's important. It's not just to other people, but to yourself. I'm all about, you know, protecting yourself. You have to make sure that you are good mentally, because how can you have a relationship if you don't love yourself? You can't love anybody else.
That's true.
And so, you know, being with T, he teaches me how to be brave and to be bold and to be strong, because I'm a very timid person, you know, and so he teaches me like, no baby, you don't have to explain yourself to people. You are the light. You make your own decisions, and that's what I live by.
I love it.
What are your 3?
Be a light. He gave us a whole sentence.
I'm telling you.
That's a hashtag. Be a light. That's a movement. We need to make that a movement.
Be a light movement, clothing line, all that good stuff coming.
And if you rap to be a motherfucking light. Yes. But it's true.
We wearing that shirt.
I sure will. Be a mother effing light.
There you go. I love it. I need both shirts, because sometimes I'm a little.
Some days it's gonna be that one.
Shoot.
I'm gonna stay with my positivity side and just want to be a light. Hashtag be a light.
All right, so let's bring this meal together. So we got the chicken all done, the fettuccine is done, the sauce is done. I cannot wait. So we are going to take a quick break and plate it, and then I'm gonna taste. Then I finally, then we finally get a chance to eat it, right? Okay, so we'll be right back on Love Dish. Welcome back. I'm KS Lewis, and we are at the table with our meal. I cannot wait to taste this chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Guys, I have one more question for you, and this is a question I ask every guest that comes on the show. What is your greatest hope for love? And he's like,
You want?
No, go ahead, baby.
My greatest hope for love is to stay in love.
I love that.
That's my greatest hope.
That's true. That's true. I agree. I will say my greatest hope for love is for it to be joyous, just to always have life in it. Of course, everything is not going to be peaches and cream and rainbows, but within that, always take a second to laugh and to be like, oh my gosh, I did that. You know, it's just to keep a relationship youthful and to always have fun, always have joy in the relationship.
Well, I think if you have joy and fun and youthfulness, then you will stay in love.
Yes, definitely.
So that's a winning combination. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
So let's make sure that we tell all the viewers how to keep in contact with you. I know you guys have a lot of things going on, and we want to make sure that they can reach you.
I am very active on Instagram, so that would be You Love Reggie. YOU Love Reggie. So if they want to find me, that's there. Also, we have our song that is out called Love Again on all music platforms. So if you were to type in Reggie Lee, Love Again, or Terrell the artist, Love Again, it should pop up on every music platform. And also to Terrell the artist for his Instagram as well. And yeah.
So say it one more time. So Terrell the artist on
my
all
Instagram,
social media
Terrell the artist, yes.
mediums.
And You Love Reggie for my Instagram and social media. And Love Again for the song on all music platforms.
Yes.
We created this song some time ago, and it's really like our theme song, our relationship theme song. Every time I hear it, it takes me back to the first day that I pulled up to meet and tea, and so it holds a very soft spot in our hearts. So
it's our baby.
Yeah,
like,
it's our baby,
is
definitely.
Our baby.
So I definitely encourage you all to check it out and listen to it, and you know, we hope you connect with it.
And you will, most certainly. But first, we're going to connect with this food.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take a bite. As you can see, we are slipping and slurping this meal. It is so delicious. And if you get a chance, check out the recipe below and try it for yourself. I'm KS Lewis. Thank you so much for watching Love Dish. If you get a chance, hit the subscribe button, will you? And join me again next week. Good night.
Let's bring together